everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Panthers going up against the Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 57 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Slot man moves right. Now Stewart on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
following the interception. Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Kaiser. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Kaiser now on second down. Being chased out left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go! Ohio!
They go play action. Kaiser. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Extra point attempt to come here.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Flushed out right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And now running right through it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Now he's forced out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Back 99 Philly, here we go, here we go. Green 39, green, back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Good. Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 12-yard line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
All right, here we go.
On second down, they run with Stewart, and he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And he motions the wide receiver. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing, and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. McCaffrey on the counter, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down, Kaiser. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Play action now. Kaiser. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Come on, let's go!
Kaiser on first down. Forced out to his left. Open space inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Let's go! 1-9!
Play fake. Kaiser. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Kaiser. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Philly, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. Back now here live in New Orleans. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Kaiser. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 36.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. Flush to his right. And he floats one there, incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Kaiser to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaiser now. And that'll be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To the air again, Kaiser. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
How about that for defense? Every hole plugged up. Can't run it inside, can't bounce it outside. That sets up fourth and goal from the 2. Right now, advantage defense.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 73 yards. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
18's moving. 18's moving. Hurry up. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't come.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Eddie Goldman with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Let's go.
Kaiser now on second down. Man open left side. It's Williams. And that one results in 35 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They give him a gain of 38. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go. Here we go.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kaiser. His pass caught at the 4. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take
Honorable C note.
Yeah, low fish.